EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Austin Bats. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second and 5. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
For a tight end, he's got good straight lines. And on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Gibson here running out of the gun. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Slot man moves right. Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First play's a run with Nwangu. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 56 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run with Gibson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
89 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw here.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good.
So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw.
He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown! John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line. Flat, 95, red, yard. Hey, green.
Second and 1. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll throw now on the final play. Out to his left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Back to throw again. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Kene Nwangu with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
On the give is Nwangu.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Man, 220 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He'll drop to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. You, yellow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They'll run with Nwangu.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. they'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Nwangu. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 246 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.